All right. Good afternoon, Mark.
Good afternoon. How you living?
Living well. Traded a little bit this morning early. I'm basically done.
I mean, I'm looking at American Airlines being up today. I'm liking that. I'm anywhere from 40 to 18 bucks up on it, depending on where we go. Um, well, American Airlines is now negative on the day. It was up 43 cents, so I mean that's the day. But I'm still holding in there on my positions in the positive. Uh, SPY. I mean, we're looking up a buck 30 on the SPY. It looks like people are trying to figure things out. My P&L is flying all over from up or down money every couple seconds now. It's
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a divergence that's kind of been established over the last couple of weeks between ES and NQ. But NQ, this was prevalent about I guess about a month ago, maybe a little bit more, where NQ was just going crazy up. Well, now it looks to me like some big players are initiating some trimming up positions for sure. I don't think they're getting all out of them or anything, but they're definitely trimming up positions. Although we have a very big week earnings wise, all now.
well, yeah, and
Google, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, oh, Magilla.
but also, I mean, it helps if you like going into earnings, if you trim your QQQ positions and then roll them into the ES. You know what I mean? It gives you a broader base to just hold on to for a little while before you ramp back. I mean, I don't. I mean, you know, Pet the Pet Rock is still making on all time, like trying to make all time highs. Um, and I just don't. I don't. I mean, we'll see what people are doing, but it seems like rotating. From your high flyers to something more stable, especially for this week, and then if Apple, Google, hit it out of the park, you rotate back in next week and, ride that new wave of momentum.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been a lot of unusual activity in Apple. A lot of unusual activity. I think there was rumors end of last week about a possible delay. I don't know, what
Of,
that means,
of the, yeah.
but it looked. But if I look at the flow, it certainly looks like some big players have been lightening up there. Despite what the people in Robinhood.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is, I mean, I don't know, like Apple's become Warren Buffett's biggest position. I mean, it's a lot of people's biggest positions because it's just, um, you know, it's, it's become so big. And the thing is, it pays a really great dividend too. I mean, it's so, in uncertain times, it's just easy to kind of rush to Apple. That's what I'm seeing. Other names are just, I mean, everything. It's weird in a market with everything up. It's weird in a market who has, new gurus who don't ever take a short side of anything. It's definitely a different time when people's philosophies are stocks only go up. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, yeah, over like a 20-year time period, probably gonna only go up. But you're talking like weekly only going up. Yeah, I don't think you've been around long enough.
Well, the interesting one thing I played today that I had not played since April, since the April cascade down crude. I think a lot of people have been just kind of laying low on it, letting it sort itself out. But I think aside from the banks and all the stuff that's going on in the U.S. crude market, the big players, I think, have basically been supporting it. We're sitting above. We're sitting right now. We're above 41. We're down to like 40.60 or 40.50 today. I look for a move back under 40. I look for a move back down to 39 sooner rather than later. I played it today on the short side. I'm out, touching it again. Although I see that it has ticked back up over 41. And it's interesting, but where there seemed to be very little interest in it, um, from the hedge fund. Seems like, I mean, I'm just reading. I haven't really read anything or heard anything from my friends, but I think that there's some other players starting to get back interested in it.
I mean, I could see it. It's I don't personally play it. It's not personally worth it to me, knowing that if you get caught on a really bad, if you're long and you get caught, you can get crushed for. That's my thing with crude. I mean, I always used to know at the end of the day, I had max pain thresholds that I didn't think they could go under, but when crude took that massive flush out, I was like, well, crude can go to do whatever it wants now, like whenever it
Below
wants.
zero.
Yeah. So I've just been kind of staying away. If I am in it, I'm generally only in it for like a 3 to 5 tick range, um, and have hard stops to get out already put in, on my ladders and stuff like that. It scares me. I definitely don't want to hold. I'm definitely not where I used to would take crude positions in the portfolio overnight or while I slept or stuff like that. But I won't do it anymore. If I'm not watching it, I'm not gonna let it on.
Yeah, I actually left a crude short on last night when I did go to sleep. I woke up, I was quite happy.
I mean, it can do that. It can also,
No,
quickly go the other way.
I know it. I don't usually do it. It was unusual.
Uh, I mean, most of the thing, I mean, as I always told young traders, is like if I'm gonna go to sleep, I like to try to be hedged, and it's really hard to do that in crude these days, especially. I mean, ask all the butterfly traders from 2007, 2000, or 2017, 16, 18. Ask them, they're not around anymore. They got blown out. The wings blew out on crude hard. People used to freaking fly all those crude contracts and make money for a little bit. But I mean, uh, it's just it's super volatile market, and it's not something that I I choose to dabble in if I don't have to. Not
Yeah, well, I mean, today obviously is a lot of money comes in from 401ks traditionally on Monday. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on with Nasdaq. I thought it started to look like a fade about shortly after the open. It started to fade, looked like a pretty good fade, and then it kind of when it hit like 1530 and just kind of bounced, and now again it's approaching 10-6, 10-600. I mean, I'm surprised, candidly, but of course, Apple has kind of been leading the charge.
well, just wait and see what happens if we get that new round of like another government direct payments, and Nasdaq's going to pop again big. But I mean,
Well, I mean, I can give you some insights on that, Muck, since I really kind of know what the fuck is going on, rather than all the shit camp bullshit you're hearing. Anyway, the long story short is, so McConnell says they have a plan. Well, that means that he and Mnuchin, or Mnuchin's people and McConnell's people, have agreed to a broad framework. That doesn't mean the issue is in the Senate right now, the Republican senators, and largely it's those senators who are running this current year who are in a whole boatload of trouble, from Olympias, from our buddy in Maine to Joni Ernst in Iowa, and Florida. Or, I'm sorry, but Arizona's done. Corey Gardner looks done in Colorado, but these guys are desperate, and with COVID hitting them hard. Muck, you just went dead. Anyway, with it hitting them hard, they need money. So they now, latest I heard was they're going to have a plan by 4:30. That is a plan to make a plan. So I don't really envision anything happening, us having any real view on that until say midweek next week, because the Senate is in session this week and next week.
so
Even though the House was planning to go home, not going to happen.
so right
So
now,
that's that.
so right now you're telling me that we have a plan to talk about a plan to make a plan.
That you've got it encapsulated perfectly.
Awesome.
So get this, there'll be no news.
Um, that it's more like it, but headlines are gonna pop. CNBC doesn't like no news. So you know, it. I feel like, I mean, maybe they're just gonna punt the election and not give anyone stimulus. But if they do give stimulus, this market I think takes off to another level. This is gonna give the Robin Hood traders more ammo. It's gonna
Well, here's the key, Mark. The the Trump the White House basically has decided their only chance is to push the vaccine thing. So what you're going to see is the vaccine is going to become the new China deal, which is to say they're going to promote any and all good news. And the algos are going to react to it, and the market's going to pop on those things. So that's what people, I think, have to be looking for. There has been no administration in my lifetime, and I'm 57, that I've ever seen that has been so tied to what the market. And they know that the market is looking for this vaccine issue. So that's what you're going to see push.
Do we think we can get a vaccine though? I mean, I don't know, but
It's going to be some time anyway. We're not going to really have anything until 2021.
can our economy stay around dead till 2021 though?
Yeah, tell me.
I don't know. I mean, what about the Florida Marlins just having 14 of their entire team test positive for COVID? The Yankee game,
And Major League Baseball with a meeting that just started at 12:30 Eastern time, discussing just that.
the Yankee game got canceled because the Phillies played the Marlins. So I don't know. I've been doing really well in my sports betting. I'll tell you that much. I've been killing these over under games. On the over under on the games, they're setting them at 9.5 to 8.5. Yeah, I'll take those all day, especially with good pitching. Hitting's not really there. I mean, when it is there, you're done. I mean, you're looking at teams scoring 7 runs, but if they don't, if it's not 7-6 or 7-1 in the first five, you've got your under most likely.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
I went 2 for 3 yesterday. The only one I lost was at the last minute. I lost the Blue Jays Devil Rays under because it closed. It went over.
On this very issue, Mark, you saw DraftKings is down big today on this news.
Yeah, on the no. I mean, I don't get it. I look. Sports betting is great, and DFS is great, but I don't think I think the NBA, I think the NHL are going to go no matter what. I don't know about football, but to to move DraftKings on this, I think is stupid. That's just my opinion. I think it's more of a DraftKings is leading the charge to nationalize sports betting, and that's what I think the story is. If they nationalize sports betting, I think the stocks is I think the stock's insanely underpriced. I think the stock is easily a $200 stock. Especially they have the best app in the business. Penn's app is a lot of apps are okay. BetMGM's okay, but DraftKings is by far the best because they've had the most time to build it out.
See, I just know Nunzio's app. It's Bob L for Rudy. This is Bob L for Rudy. Give me. That's the only app I know, Buck.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, yeah, I'm getting murdered on DraftKings. I'll tell the people again: if you follow my position and you make money, great. I made money. If you lost money, that sucks. But I probably lost more. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. You're following me. I'm not following you. So if we either win together, we lose together. But I do think, I think the spy rally holds for right now. I'm thinking that maybe we close up $2, which I'll like, and set up a run to try to get over, you know, 335 on the week. And hopefully by the election time we're at 4,000. That'd make me a ridiculous amount of money, just where I have my bets placed. Also, if we go to 2,100, I have money sitting on the sidelines to move into the fund and
sitting on the sidelines. There you go.
You know, But yeah, other than that, just got that. I finally got the office set up, as people can see in the background. I'm hanging posters and pictures today. So
Who are the bobbleheads above your shoulder, your right shoulder?
Chipper Jones,
Chipper Joe,
Larry Wayne Jones bobbleheads. Got some nice cards.
Gee,
Got some Topps 2020 stuff. Some Cubs stuff up there soon. I got a Braves take me out to the ball game thing. I'm hanging up my big front of the New York Stock Exchange poster right behind this. So, setting things up. There's the dog.
All right, dog says we're done, Muck.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. This will be up on the YouTube channel.
Peace.